Hello and welcome back to France. You might ask yourself why you find yourself over Persia and not France. Well, that is because I forgot to start my my recording, well, equipment in that case, or software. And well, positive things, I haven't actually got too many things done, so I'll just recap what I have done, and that is basically send people to deal with these Catalan Patriots. I've also figured out where the Persian army is, thanks to the Portuguese here, and with that we have started to, well, basically spread out troops so we can siege everything. I'll also be moving a 20,000 man troop over to Manchu with the goal of taking Shun, and we'll be using that or those lands to our advantage here, using attacking Ming afterwards, Shao, everyone, and basically just growing to Shun. Most likely we will we will how can I put it, grow Shun to its maximum. Then have Ming hand over everything everything they own, I think, to Shao, and then we'll recreate Ming afterwards. So basically, Shun will not be annexed until Ming has been recreated. So we'll see how that plays out. We also have another great man, Letellier and Lavoie, actually two of them. So an excellent military specialist. That's good. But well, military points ain't exactly something that I'm missing, so the next idea group I think will most likely be defensive. It does boost quite a lot, especially this one is pretty good, yearly army tradition +1. It'll make sure that I always have great generals available, but as I said, I'll get these guys over to Manchu, we'll be declaring war there. We'll also be contemplating declaring war on the Ottomans, and we most likely will pretty soon, I dare say, as we need to destroy them a little. Albania, Serbia, and Wallachia, I think, will be released. And then we will forge or go to war against Hungary, force them to release these three provinces as, well, some sort of war reparations, I guess. But even so, it should work out to our advantage. At least I do hope so. So we'll sit by, see how this plays out. The war with the Persians is pretty much over. As you can see, they have very limited troops left. They are starting to get high war exhaustion, and sieges are coming along nicely. On the other note, though, these guys are almost in Manchu lands, and which we actually are now. So although they do like me, that's due to the fact that I handed over some Muscovy conquests a while ago. I will be attacking them even so. We will be the ally with Show, though. So potentially this could bring them in as well. But I'm betting on the fact that it won't. So hopefully I can get these guys ashore before things turn sour. And I'm a little bit unsure how that fleet will actually survive while we get the sieges going. So let's see here. Manchu, Oirat Horde, Champa. So there are some annoying people have been joining or have joined in. But should be fine even so. Why aren't I getting up the siege window? Are we not sieging this province? What the hell? Yeah, we are. There we go. Well, we'll be, as I said, sieging this and trying to get ourselves going. I'm pretty sure that I just sacrificed those 20 ships. I was prepared to do so, so no worries there. It should work out just fine even so. Here's a little bit of a more troublesome thought, though, that the 14,000 or the how should I put it, the Persian army is running, but that doesn't really matter because, well, I thought the Portuguese were after them, but it would seem that is not the case here. So hopefully we can get the sieges done in a manner that will allow me to get what I want, and I already have. So there really, excuse me, there really is no reason for me to continue this. I'm getting basically the provinces that I want to my vassals. So we'll go ahead, send the demands, and we're over on or in this theater, which is quite good. We'll be moving all of them to Sindh. And as you can see, these, or Afghanistan for the very least, still hates me. So I'll be improving relations with Baluchistan, and also I'll be sending one guy to improve relations here. And hopefully we can then start the annexation of these three vassals, which should bring me, well, it should make me quite a powerful presence in the area. Then we can start with other vassals and so forth. So we'll see how it plays out. Once again, I've Wow, I'm really not functioning today, but even so, once again I've stumbled onto the exile, and still it doesn't make sense that your units actually get exiled for being in your, well, vassal's territory. So I find that very weird. I hope they change that. But even so, sieges are coming along in Manchu here. Slowly but surely, we will be getting the lands. The only problem is that Show is war leader, so they'll be a little bit troublesome to actually get them to do what I want. But I'm pretty sure it should work out to my advantage in the end. And I'm also pretty confident that attacking the Ottomans right now could potentially be a good move. They have a lot of troops not in their lands, so basically, if I can catch them here, I'm pretty sure I can actually destroy their armies. If not, they are actually capable of fleeing all the way home. But yeah, we'll have to consider that for a little while, and then we'll see what we'll do. As you can see, I can peacefully vassalize Hesse, and we'll do just that. Still, I am having some well, trouble with well, you guys can just be stuck wherever you are, because I will not give you military access. So you'll basically go by both then, it seems, yeah. But as I was saying, we have now vassalized Hesse peacefully, which is a positive thing. We've also reached the annex stage with Baluchistan, so we'll start the annexation pretty soon. Apparently the Horde has sent some troops into Afghan territory. We'll just go ahead and kill them off. So yeah, that's coming along nicely. Also sieges here, working out to our advantage. We'll have to deal with wow, that is a stubborn fort. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, they'll actually win on their own, so I can just allow people, all these guys, to stay. And let's see here, we'll appoint separate governors. As you can see, victory was, or became, ours, I guess. And we'll be moving troops to well assure that we can get both of these. So once we've taken those, I'll take these two, and then I'll basically, I think, go for a white peace if at all possible. And hopefully I'll be able to pull that off. So we'll see how this plays out. Also got some new military tech. 22, combat width increased by 2, cavalry fire by 0.5, artillery fire by 2.0, and artillery shock by 0.10. All in all, just great. We have updates to basically every aspect of our military forces, and I'm going to do this for one reason and one reason only. First of all, I will be able to convert a republic. Second of all, I could bring Great Britain into this war, which is what I am hoping for. Hopefully then I can take at least 2 or 3 of the remaining provinces here. So we'll go ahead and declare war on Great Britain with the on Great Britain. I declare war on Hesse with the goal of taking Great Britain. So we'll see if that actually plays out. Great Britain did join in against me, so that worked out better than expected, I dare say. So yeah, I should potentially go ahead and no, we'll keep it as we were to make sure that we have enough money to finish this war. But yeah, I've been moving some troops up here to make sure that we can actually handle this, and it shouldn't really be an issue here. Great Britain is actually not even a war leader here, so fighting this war is basically going to be a piece of cake. And once we're done, I'll get back to you and let you know. So that's that. Well, the war against here is going pretty great. I lost the battle, but even so, it should be fine. The war up here is also going pretty damn well. We are basically done. I can get these 2 provinces, which is what I want, but I will not take them just yet because of the fact that they'll give me 64 or overextension, and that will bring me or give me a lot of rebels. So instead, we'll be fighting this war, getting it done with, and once this war is done, we'll be making peace, and we'll see how that plays out. As you can see, the war is, well, more or less over with Great Britain here. We have basically getting everything we want, and in the next war we'll take London, even if I'll have to take some aggressive expansion, because that will force them to move to the New World, and I'm pretty sure I can annex them there without anyone in Europe getting mad at me for it. So this is the deal. This is what we will be taking, and with that, England is almost back to its well, appropriate proportions, I guess you could call it. But it should work out just fine. I still have to send these guys to my territory to actually get them out of the state, which is called, I know what to call it, the state of exile. It's kind of weird, I know, but even so, it should work out fine. We'll also make peace with Friesland. Take or force them to force government form. Take cash, and also nope, we will not be forcing anything to be given out to anyone. I think I can vassalize them once they forgive me for this war, my brutal conduct, so to speak. But as you can see, the war is over, and that is good for me because that means I can. No, I'll wait a little bit with that tech just in case I'll be going over the limits when I make peace here in Manchu. So we'll be suing for peace. We'll be taking these two, and they are basically just the two provinces of Shun that Manchu has. So we'll send them out. And there we go. We'll also have to wait now. Aggressive expander. So I got an achievement, and that is basically just having 200 or more provinces. So we are at least doing something right with that amount of provinces. So we'll also be taking cash here. We'll force them to do what? Nope. Just those 100 ducats will be far more than enough for me. And there we go. Now I can go ahead, release vassal, I believe, Shun, and there we go. Shun has become a vassal of mine. And apparently these guys, well, one of the armies actually got, what the hell, how does this system actually work? Because one of my armies got exile, the other didn't. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, it seems, because I'm still not completely sure how that system works. Well, what I will be doing now is building a secondary transport fleet for the one that got destroyed, and then we will be moving some more troops over to Asia, taking some home to get them out of the aggressive expansion state. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. So yeah, what I will be doing now, I'm a little bit unsure. Apparently, where the hell all the army that is missing? Well, those guys need to get there. But yeah, after that, I'll most likely just split up the armies and get things going again. So this is our current state of business. Bavaria is someone that I'm actually planning to at least try to vassalize. We'll see how that turns out. For now, it seems they're actually at war. No, only Salzburg passing through. As you can see, I can offer them the vassalization, but I need to get the relations high enough. So I'll simply have to wait for the I think I can actually do that now. So we'll be sending one guy over there ASAP and start improving relations with them. But yeah, I'll be focusing mostly on Asia now. I don't care if the Ottomans actually do something here. Pretty sure that they can't actually pose too much of a threat. Not at this stage, anyways. I should potentially also send a transport fleet over to England to deal with those pretender rebels before they screw them over even more. So we'll be sending these ships to well, relieve them. So we'll see how that works out. I forgot to start the integration of Baluchistan, and with Sin integrated, that turned out to be not a good thing at all, because it brought these guys down to, well, a little bit too low. But on the positive side, we do at least have these guys now, well, perfectly integrated, so that works out to my advantage. I'll be keeping these armies, I think, or their armies, because, well, can't really see any negative points by doing so. So, let's see how that turns out. There we go, we finally gotten our tech up. This enables galleon and frigates. So basically now I have to upgrade my navy, and that is going to be expensive, as can be said. So while we're saving up money, we'll still be using the old one, but a new navy against the Ottomans will probably be a benefit. So we'll see how it actually plays out. For now, we have, as you might know, integrated Sind, so that works out fairly well as well. We'll also be well, using these guys once they actually get their morale up. No idea why it's actually that low. What is it there that has force marched? Apparently, I guess it's because they had force march that I couldn't actually order them to do anything. So yeah, while we're on it, I've been started the transport of 20,000 men to. Well, that's great, Portugal. You're actually stuck in Champa of all places, and they're exiles. I believe that means they can walk home if they wanted to, but that doesn't really matter right now. We'll be selling Pyreneo to the Castilians. And there we go, we are basically now rebuilding Castile. We'll give them the other Aragonese provinces as well. I'll probably have to take them by force though, so I'll have to check who these guys actually are allied with. And consider attacking one of them. Venice is the most hasty of these, so we'll most likely go after them. And we'll most likely do that pretty much right away. So place these guys in, well, beneficial territory, I guess. And we'll also be, as you know, in war with Hungary, so I want to be sure that I have them completely under control. So yeah, that is currently the plan. What I'm going to do. I was planning to attack the Ottomans, but they aren't really a threat if you think about it. They are the biggest player besides for me. They are actually ranked first, but I'm gaining on them, so it shouldn't actually be a problem. But even so, the real issue is to stop the colonizers ASAP. So declaring war on Venice or Hungary to bring in Aragon is what I will be trying to do, and then we'll try to take as many of these provinces here as possible, hand them over to most likely Castile, and then use that to our advantage and kick them overseas. We'll do the same with Great Britain, and I'm pretty sure I can actually annex them in these areas, with the only result being that I'll get, as you might imagine, aggressive expansion in the area. Norway is going to be a little bit of a tougher nut in many ways. I could always have actually, how should I put it, vassalize them, but they have gotten fairly high base tax now, I think, thanks to their... I have no idea if it's actually thanks to their colonies, but I would doubt it. So yeah, most likely do a colonial war of some kind to take some of these from them, though. So yeah, we'll have to consider that, and or we actually might just have to allow them to stay. But what I should do, I think, is start some more colonization on my own, because, well, that colony is just sitting there. So yeah, that is the plan. We'll see how, or if this actually plays out at all. Right now we have about, what, 140 years left. We have started in Eastern Asia. We have, well, gotten quite a lot of this area already, and we'll most likely take Delhi and release either Marva or Mevat. I'm not sure. So it could work out very well to our advantage here. We'll simply have to see how it actually goes. So this will be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. I'll see you around next time. Bye.